Hey, what up everybody? Rob the Metal Guy here, back at you with another video update for the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the brand new EP release from Samiarus, black and death metal horde out of Oakland, Bay Area, California. Actually, I think all the members are around the Bay, but they're a really talented group. You have individuals from other metal bands coming together for this, and album was put out through Sentient Ruin. So this video, I'm actually going to dedicate just to talking about this release from Samiarus. I had ordered it. Actually, I reviewed it first because I got the promo sent to me by Sentient Ruin. And then after listening to it and writing the review, I pre-ordered the album. And came yesterday, so that's why I thought for today's video, just focus talking about the album, going over the release, kind of do a little brief overview review of it again. But if you really want to hear my thoughts on the full release and kind of how I, thought of it in more depth, I'll leave a link to the article below here in the description. But overall, this is a great album. Amazing black metal, death metal, has some elements of the war metal. You could say it reminds you a little bit of Blasphemy, but hear it. Also, just that straightforward kind of death thrash, old school sound, crust feel at times. It makes sense given some of the acts that the members are also a part of. Actually, one of the members I know he's a member in Doomsday, which is a kind of crossover death thrash band from the Bay Area. Again, Oakland, kind of that region of the Bay here. And Doomsday's got some great music. I mean, if you like death thrash, crossover, hardcore kind of elements in, thrash, you got to check them out. And then the singer, I believe, he's an abstractor. And he's, again, abstractor. If you are a fan of extreme, brutal, apocalyptic, death, doom, black metal, they're one of the best. I would say if people ask me, heaviest band on the planet right now, especially after their last album, is Abstractor. So all these people coming together, and there's also people from a band called Mentor, I know, members in that band, and gosh, Meth Sores. I mean, there's so many acts these guys are involved in. And so Samiarus, when you bring it all together, it reflects that, mentality of coming up with the most extreme, unapologetic sounding music that people could come up with. And that's why this group is, you could say it's like a super group of extreme metal individuals in the Bay. And to me, it's more of just like, this is the horde that really is delivering some of the most brutal, downright, just blistering, blasphemous music you could find. So let me show the album here. I got the vinyl. Kind of hard to see, as you know, with the camera lighting right now. I apologize, but this album is called Rain Destroyer. I want to make sure I said it correctly. I was going to say Rain something else, So many metal albums with the word rain in it, you have to be careful. But Rain Destroyer, and I really like the artwork. If you can see it, the kind of skull, demonic-looking head with the crown. And then I love the logo of this band. Samiarus has such a cool logo. And back artwork here as well. Really well done. Sentient Ruin always just delivers when it comes to an album. The artwork, the packaging, and with all their vinyl releases. Pretty much any vinyl release that I have from Sentient Ruin, I have to say is top tier extreme metal music. There's not anything I could find and criticize when it comes to the sound of the bands, right, that they're, putting out, to just how everything comes together when you order it. And as you see here, get the lyrics printed. Kind of hard to see right now, but in the right lighting, the colors, the black and the gray, it really is awesome and fits the style and feel of this band. Got the band photo right there. No, this is really well done. And actually, I think this is the part that I'll tell you, I was just blown away. Sentient Ruin has always done really well with the variants of the vinyls. But what I liked about this one is, you see, it's like a black smoke gray. Complements the music that this band, coming up with, especially on this album. Some of the songs, the feel, got a bit of a glare there, apologies. But here you go, this side, I really like this, the artwork and how it was printed. it came out really well. Look at that. So shout out to Sentient Ruin and whoever they used to press these albums, and just the creativity that went into it. Top of the line, right? This album to me for an EP, this is like a close to a 10 out of 10 album. Actually, I might be a little biased because, you know, most releases from Sentient Ruin I've always felt just stand out. Some of the best, you know, extreme metal music currently in the scene today. But this album right now for me, when I look at the songs, the riffs, just the way the music's presented and it sounds, the production, it just unapologetic. It just captures the, you know, the thought process of what these musicians were trying to accomplish just perfectly. I'm saying it's the best album of this year so far in the world of metal music. Like, I'm telling you, this is, forget whatever anyone else is saying. If people are saying, oh, this album's the best, that album's the best, for me, I'm going, this is it. Samiarus, their debut EP is, as of now, because there's still a lot of time, you know, releases can come out, but from what I've reviewed, this album just, to me, exceeded all expectations. This is a group that's really doing something creative, or just, yeah, a lot of bands play this style, but the way that it's delivered and presented, it's very unique and it just stands out to you, right? It's not just another blasphemy worship band, another band putting on the sunglasses, going out there, coming up with the same kind of recycled crap riffs. No, there's something to this band. And actually, there was one of the songs that really stood out because I liked the guitar playing during the song. I think it was a Throne Devoured. I like the lead guitar part that was thrown in towards the end of that track. And there's just some insane, brutal riffage going on in the vocals. Again, the singer, he's from Extractor, and he's got a great delivery. He also, I believe, sings in Ash Prison. Great band if you like black and industrial kind of metal elements kind of thrown together. And there's a lot of those on Sentient Ruin. Some artists I'm not like crazy when it comes to kind of electronic noise, terrorizing, black metal, experimental stuff. It depends. There's some artists on the label that I've liked. Some, it's all right. But for the most part, Ash Prison was one of the ones that stood out. I really like that. And I can hear elements kind of from that on this release, especially the outro, right? It has this kind of apocalyptic, crazy, just psychotic, you know, the demise of the world going on. You hear the vocals, the kind of words being spoken over all the insane noises. It fit everything perfectly, man. Just the theme of this album, destruction, standing against, you know, authoritarian rule, destroying, you know, the structures of power. They delivered, man. So really would, I mean, I'm just saying this. If you haven't heard it and you're a fan of extreme black death metal, war metal, just downright unapologetic music, gotta check out Samiarus. Yeah, I have to say, Rain Destroyer is it's top album right now, man. Really good stuff. And it's not, you know, I'm going to say this. I was talking with some people about this too, and in the world of metal. It's like, I'm tired of the chugga chugga choo choo riffs. I'm tired of the hardcore. There's too much of it, right? That goofy, you got the singer, you know, he's all jacked up, or you got the people in the mosh pit doing the karate, and the kids wearing sweaters, and they just don't look metal to me. They don't have that feel. Where you got the guys in Samiarus, I mean, they actually present themselves, and they kind of, when I saw the video of them performing, no, man, they're bringing it. They're not, you know, doing the yo, trying to be, you know, I don't know what the hell you would call it. But no, these guys, they effing deliver, man. They're not, you know, wearing the goofy ass, you know, tight black, you know, shirts looking like they're, after they perform, they're going to go to a vegan bistro or something. No, these guys, they got the chains, they got the look. They got the pure evil, you know, presentation, and that's what you want, right? That feel. And I hope to see them live. From the videos I've seen, they put on a really good show. And I also have to give a shout out again. The artwork here, man. This is some great artwork. Whoever did it, really impressed. I bought the long sleeve shirt of the album cover. Actually, I have that. I bought that with this, because I really like the drawing. I thought that was really cool. So everything about the release, there you go. If you were to ask me right now, what is the best extreme metal release 2025? I'm going Samiarus. Hands down. You know what? Still a lot of time though. Again, year's not done. There's been quite a few good releases, but this one just, to me, when it came to listening to something that got sent to me, a promo, right away, it clicked. I liked what I was hearing. So, and like I said, no chugga chugga, choo choo, yo yo yo. We're gonna be dancing like, we just took a bottle of frickin', I don't know what they've been drinking these days. These people, I don't know, White Claw spiked with psychedelics or something. Then they start going around and looking like circus clowns on acid. I'm telling you, I'm just tired of it. I have a real problem. And then I was at Rasputin's yesterday. Side rant here. And how many copies of that new Deafheaven album I had to see? I was flipping through the vinyl section. No Samiarus. What the hell? Rasputin's Campbell better get their act together. They need to put this out. Whoever's buying, get this. This will sell out. If you promote this album, metal people will actually be getting something good. No, they had that Deafheaven stuff. Oh my God. They got the album cover look. It looked like there was like a hooker or something on the cover. And it was like, this is the extreme stuff? This is metal? It's horrible. It's garbage. Actually, I heard one of the tracks from it. So I don't know how. I think because somebody shared it on one of the social media platforms. I hate when people just share stuff to a metal page. They're like, here's the new Deafheaven single. Listen to that, and I was, underwhelmed, unimpressed. Say it all. It was bad. It was garbage. Horrible band. I always never understood Deafheaven's appeal, but when I heard this new track, I just started to laugh. It was so bad. I'm not a fan of Ghost new music, but the new Ghost song that I heard was way better than anything that Deafheaven crap. That's the drizzling shits. That stuff really gives you, constipation. So no, Samiarus, top of the line music. They don't have some hooker looking girl on their album cover trying to be, I don't know what Deafheaven's trying to be. That's not even metal. I was like, what? This should be in the indie rock section. I was going to go toss it back in the indie rock section, but the workers would look at me and go, what are you doing? And I would have said, you people need to put this stuff. This is not metal. This is crap. Toss it. And then I get tossed. So you have to be careful, Actually, those people, Rasputin's, better be thankful. I gave them candy one time because I was at the Japanese market. It was record store day. I was being nice. I was like, here you guys go. I got you some candy. One of the workers, she thanked me though. So there's one worker at the Rasputin's and Campbell that at least has some respect, Some of the other ones, they need to go to a charm school. I can tell you that. Kind of disappointed right now with them. Yeah, I'll get over it. I usually do with Rasputin's Campbell. It's a love-hate relationship. I like going to the South Bay though. But anyway, this video's gone off the rails. But Samiarus, check it out, and yeah, great album. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going for, when it comes to good music, I can't deny it, man. Solid release. Hope to hear more from them. So yeah, there you go. If you want to check out the full review, I'll put in the link below. If you have any comments, if you listen to the album and are a big fan, or tell me what you thought, If you like the new Deafheaven album, you can even put a comment there and try to justify that to me. But I just don't think anyone can. I'd be shocked. That'd be a challenge if you could somehow explain to me why the new Deafheaven release is worth anyone's time listening to compared to such greatness in the world of extreme music like this. All right, everybody. Yeah, Rob the Metal Guy. Remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll be trying to come up with more videos here. But I thought for this one, just dedicate it to top of the line extreme metal band. All right, everyone. Signing off. Later.